Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to an SP Reacts where today we have ourselves a track from an act named Romantiko titled My Love, and if we switch over to here we have ourselves a track on the screen here on YouTube and we're going to listen through it from start to finish and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go, let's do this. I mean the guitar is kind of frenetic but I kind of dig it.
Ich geh durch die Straßen, die Nacht ist so kalt. Erinnerungen an dich, sie halten mich bald. Die Lichter blitzen, doch du bist nicht hier. Jede Ecke erinnert mich an unser Revier. Die Jungs am Block, sie reden von Geld. Doch was zählt, wenn die Liebe zerfällt? Die Drogen im Spiel, sie nehmen mich mit. Doch ohne dich, Baby, fühl ich nur den Schnitt. Lost in the night, searching for a sign. Memories of you, they haunt my mind. Street lights flicker, but you're not around. In this game of love, I'm lost, I'm bound. في الشوارع المظلمة أبحث عنك، ذكرياتنا تعود قلبي يشتاق لك. الأصدقاء حولي لكنهم لا يفهمون كيف أعيش بدونك، كيف أستمر في الحياة. المخدرات تأخذني بعيدا عن الألم، لكن في داخلي أشعر بالجنون. Verloren in der Nacht, suche nach dem Licht. Erinnerung an dich, sie lassen mich nicht. Die Straßen sind kalt, die Liebe so fern. In diesem Spiel, Baby, brenn ich wie ein Stern. Every night I fight demons in my head. Thoughts are what we had, now they dead. Street life's a trap, can't escape the pain, but I keep on running, chasing after rain. Die Zeit vergeht, doch die Wunden bleiben. In der Dunkelheit kann ich nicht mehr schreiben.
Part of the power behind this track and why it's effective is the adjustment of the different vocal styles. The way that the guitar is a focal point but also allows other elements to slip through and also kind of makes itself a bit more sort of invisible when it needs to. It's just there's little adaptations throughout that keep the short form factor track interesting.
Die Jungs sagen komm, vergiss sie einfach, doch die Liebe bleibt wie ein Schatten, der lacht. Drogen helfen nicht, sie machen alles schlimmer. In meinem Herzen nur ein einsamer Schimmer. Inte för allbilen en säk. Even in the darkness I'll find my way back. Die Straßen sind rau, doch ich bleibe stark. Lost but not broken, I leave my mark.
Great use of filtering for the guitars as well.
المخدرات تأخذني بعيدا عن الألم.
No, it's a promising start to proceedings. I think I understand what this track is about. We're just going to talk about it more in the conclusion. Because welcome to the conclusion of this review, I suppose. This listen through of this track from an act named Romantiko, titled My Love. Now, this is the section of the video where I typically talk about a few things that I appreciate about the track, as well as maybe list any points where we could potentially have any points of constructive criticism, should I say. But first of all, what do I think this track is about? I think it's about someone who, it's not just that they've lost this person. The fact that this person is not in their life anymore has negatively affected them. And the video kind of gives the impression that there is more to this than meets the eye. Like there is almost some sort of like sordid deed that took place. Things ended in a way that was far less than satisfactory. There was a bit of darkness surrounding it. We're really struggling with it, you know. Even being reminded of this person by things not directly related to them is quite heavy. So I feel like it's an interesting story, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Part of it was in English. I feel like we might have more context with the parts that were in the other language that was present. I'm not quite sure what that is, but either way, interesting. I feel like it's great. First of all, one of my things I appreciate is having parts of it in English, because for me as someone who does not speak, I mean, I speak a little bit of some languages, but my main language is English. It's just great to be able to sort of get filled in on what's going on, whether it's part of the rapped verses in like the second or third time round, or if it is the main sort of like tuned sort of chorus that we have in the hook lines. I think another thing that I appreciate, aside from the accessibility, is the fact that when we did sing well, the way we processed and filtered the vocals were more sort of like contemporary, but I appreciate the style of that when sort of coupled with the more sort of like the acoustic guitar, like the nylon or the steel string with a sense of romanticism about that, but also the 808s and the drums, they all did quite niche together quite well. And I think that the mixture of that with the flow of the rapped parts, the components there was very strong. There was a lot of variety there and diversity within the actual performance, and the words came through clearly, and we adapted our rhythms to suit, and it was well done. I think a final thing I appreciate about this track is the actual production itself, in the sense that I feel like the combination of different choices in regards to the filtering of the different instruments, allowing them to be more or less sort of fragrant in the upper end there to kind of poke out or fall back a little bit, adapting the track in terms of its dynamic range to be more or less intense, the way things were panned or positioned around the fretboard as well to kind of like swim around in that sort of sector. I just feel like there's a lot of decisions that were made in post that elevate this track more than simply having that really sort of like catchy sort of anthemic guitar lead there with the 808s and drums and the other parts of the percussion sort of backing it up and sort of keeping it reasonably bouncy. There was life to it within a short form factor of a track, and I feel like it was very adequately handled. I don't think there's anything here I personally would have changed here. I feel like it would depend on how we flesh out our sort of career, I suppose, from this on forth, what we do in future, how we continue to embrace the capacity and ability that we've got as a musician, and it will be interesting to see where Romantiko goes in future. But either way, thank you very much for watching my review of this track from Romantiko, titled My Love, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show us some love via their various social medias and YouTube page, and stay cool and stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, and I will catch you in the next SB Reacts. Spiderhands out.